You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Antonio Parkinson Project today. We're talking Trump bringing his ass to Memphis. Yeah. Also, Lotto is pregnant, and there was something else there. Oh,
who's daddy?
Who?
Who's the daddy?
Oh, let me do that again. Count down again. But it's something. It's something missing in the middle.
What?
It was 3. No. Give me a 3, 2, 1 again. No, keep going. Don't end it. This is the beauty of live television. Yeah. Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. Today we are talking about Trump bringing his ass to Memphis. Also, Lotto is pregnant, and who's the baby daddy? I think it's DJ Kojak. And we got Rob Sneed in the building, baby. Hey, look, don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Hey, welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing and award
Come on.
the best in black award
Okay,
winning.
Start clapping now. Start clapping.
Kojak on a Saturday, Lord, what is
Thank you
going
for that
on? I'm
clap.
sorry.
Let's go, baby.
Why Kojak so turned up on
I'm
Saturday?
trying to tell you, Kojak got them new glasses, right? Hey, y'all
ain't
give it
got
up for my lovely co-host. She is the princess. She is probably
He's so nice on Saturday.
Angelica Jelly Woods in the
Can we
building.
do this every Saturday? He's so nice. Okay, well, I like you. See, okay, I like you, Rob. Look, everyone.
Okay. Hey, y'all, that's my DJ. Hold on. He is America's worst wingman, but he is still my DJ. That's my DJ Kojak in the building. Let's go.
DJ, no wingman.
Oh, yeah.
There's somebody.
Yeah, the worst wingman. Yeah. Hang on. And so also in the building today.
Come on now.
Hey, he has gone viral.
Say that.
He's gone viral because Memphis let him have it.
Yeah.
They showed him the love. Y'all give it up for Rob Sneed in the building.
He came anyway.
I'm just
glad
glad
to
to
be
be
here, man. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, man, we're glad to have you, man. We are glad to have you. I think we got some video. Run that first video. Cue.
Are we jumping in?
Memphis, I'm ready for y'all. Oh my. Why didn't you tell me I was going to get jumped in? Okay, Memphis, that's enough. Is it over yet?
Sad.
Man, look, man. Hey, this man has survived.
He survived.
The welcome to Memphis.
Come on.
man. Y'all welcome to Memphis.
God.
Rob Sneed in the building.
Do you want to go back? Do you want to go
I
back?
ain't going nowhere.
I heard that.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, before we jump into this, I think we got a little video that will kind of, for the people that have been living under the rock
Literally.
and did not know what's been going on with
Right.
Rob Sneed with his introduction to Memphis. Q, run that video.
If you ever need a reminder of why Memphis, Tennessee is the funniest place on earth, my boy Rob C got a job at Fox 13. He posted about it on Facebook. So my grandma, look, I'm on TV. Welcome to Memphis. Everybody welcome me to Memphis. And they welcomed his ass, all right. They welcomed his ass like he was at a Memphis City School lunch table. He sat down as a new student, and they proceeded to barbecue, cook, hibachi him all throughout the comments. At least 10,000 comments. They called it, man, South Memphis Miguel, Kawhi Leonard looking ass, book from All About the Benjamins. Man, look, Memphis, Tennessee, I love you so much, man. Look, this is why. This is one of the reasons why I will never turn on this city, because nobody loves you. Nobody will congratulate your ass on the job, then cook you at the same time. Memphis, Tennessee, never change. Welcome to the city, Rob. I promise you, it's all love. It's all love. He even commented back to some people in the comments, but man, it's all love, man. Shout out Memphis, Tennessee, man. The most beautiful place in the world. never change.
Memphis.
Welcome to Memphis.
Right, welcome to Memphis, man. Hey, man, look, I got to ask, man. So, you know, when you first saw it,
Okay.
what was going through your head?
Okay, honestly, I laughed. I laughed hard because anybody who really knows me at heart knows that this is what I do.
Right.
Okay, back at home, we call it roasting, dragging, shading, whatever you want to call it. We do it back at home from Columbus, Ohio. So, you know, it was just crazy. My sister called me. She was like, what in the world did you do to those people? What happened? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I go and I look and I see it on there. And I'm like, oh my gosh. My friend called me. Was like, dude, what did you do? I'm like, I don't know. But I read it. It was hilarious. Some of the stuff I've heard before, this whole Miguel thing, we've been compared ever since he came out. People actually thought I was him back in the day, which is really funny. I would say the South, what is it? South Memphis Miguel. That was probably the funniest thing.
Was that the funniest one?
That was hands down the funniest thing I think I read. Yeah. They've been lighting me up, man. I know some of y'all got y'all's licks in too. And
I didn't do it. I ain't talking about that. I like being mean.
I'm gonna go back and look, and next week I'm gonna start showing the love right back.
I heard that.
You've been warned.
Yeah. Hey, but look, I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning because my phone was dinging, right? And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I Facebook, first thing, top of my news feed is this doggone Rob Sneed and these folks going in. And I couldn't go back to sleep. I was literally laying in my bed crying, laughing because this shit was so funny.
So was I. We were crying together.
He was crying together.
Man, look, hey, one thing about Memphis, man, Memphis, they of course in Memphis is checking, right? You know, I'm a transplant too. Angelica's a transplant. You know, they don't even do that in Iowa. She's from Iowa.
Oh wow.
Don't say, oh wow, you from the Midwest too, right?
Closer out east.
Whatever.
Yeah, they tell cornfield jokes in Iowa. So
I tell we smoke meth in Iowa. That's what I tell people. It's a joke, y'all. I have never did meth. It's a joke. Ha 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 ha. Oh God, he said don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And so you know, you here in Memphis, man. What? Tell me, what are your thoughts? How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling tired. Literally since I moved here. Okay, from the moment I went through the interview process, got here, I just been running every day ever since. Just running. So in addition to being tired, my impression of Memphis is it's amazing. It's a city I've never been to before. It is unique. It was never on the radar, so I only know it was none but the Lord that brought me here because I never even suspected to even come here. When I came to Memphis, you know, my career took a hit last year when I was having some kind of contractual issues with a former representation and, you know, decided that I wanted to take some time away to let that go so that I can then, you know, pursue my career moving forward without having to pay, if that makes sense, without getting too much into it. So I thought, okay, I don't even know if I even still got it. Do people still care? Am I a has-been? Like whatever it is. And so when I came here, you know, I just, you know, prayed. And, you know, when I got here, it was like just nothing but love, and reminding me like, you know, this work ain't done, you know, your career's not done. And 17 years of a career, I've never moved to a market or a city like this where I've gotten this much love just right out the gate.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now I don't feel bad. We got to clap it up for Memphis, y'all. You don't get the clap. I'm proud of y'all, Memphis. Okay.
It's overwhelming. And, you know, this isn't, I don't have any airs about me. This isn't me wanting, you know, some people were accusing me of wanting to have clout or something, whatever. I'm just a journalist, you know, I'm a journalist at heart who takes his work very serious. And I had to go through a lot to get to where I am right now and overcome a lot. I don't look like your typical anchor. I got a beard, dreadlocks, and earrings, but, you know, and I'm a black man. And so this didn't come easy. And I've had a very successful career, but my career has had ups and downs as well. And this is probably one of the biggest like highlights of my career is being here.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so good. Okay.
Hey, y'all, we're going to get into this story because, man, that what he just said is some real stuff, especially, you know, about black man, dreads, you know, earrings, you know, and, you know, I'm a member of NABJ, a lifetime member of NABJ.
Keep adding to your membership. Keep pay mine.
Yeah, I had to.
And then there's that, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. So,
put me on your but you know, even going back into, you know, the Crown Act and, you know, a lot folks that's on television being able to wear their hair the way they want to wear it, not look like the European, you know, and so, you know, because back in the day he would have had to have his
Cut his
hair
hair, yeah.
like Miguel for real. Like
It kind of was.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah,
looking
right.
at, I was looking at the roots.
Yeah, we got
I
a
was
whole picture of him back.
listen.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but listen, I was looking at the roots when he came in here. I said, "Oh, he got some good hair." I was looking at, them good old
Man got it. He got edges, y'all.
He do, edges. They mad. They really mad because you got edges.
He got them edges, right?
It is mad because you got edges.
But look, before we jump into the rest of his story, man, first of all, thank you for being here.
Yes.
We do have to do some talk about this stuff, man. Robert Mueller,
Yes,
the guy that did the investigation on Trump and Russia, is dead.
That's crazy.
No.
Yes,
Dead.
dead.
Yes,
he's
dead.
When?
Just like
dead.
an hour ago.
Man,
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, Robert
Are we
Mueller.
breaking news on
Yeah,
here?
Whoa, I didn't even know that.
Okay, y'all got that. You got that. You didn't know that, Rob?
No.
Okay,
The
you're.
Antonio Parkinson Project. But you know,
Thank
man,
you.
the
Thank you.
Rest in peace.
conspiracy theorists are about
Yes.
to go wild.
You already know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on now.
MAGA is about to go wild, right? And you know that's some real stuff, man. Folks dying left and right.
What's the
Charlie Kirk,
chances?
you know, Robert Mueller,
Hmm.
right? You know, so yeah, we're gonna fan some of these conspiracy theories here on the Antonio Parkinson Project. Yeah. Also, Trump is coming to Memphis.
Trump is coming to Memphis.
Trump is coming to Memphis on Monday. And
I was trying to get
to that. I think we got some Robert Mueller video. Run that Robert Mueller video. I'm moving too fast.
Former special counsel Robert Mueller has died at the age of 81. A spokesperson from Mueller's longtime law firm, Wilmer Hale, confirmed his death in a statement. Mueller led the investigation that concluded Russia interfered in the 2016 election with the intent of helping then candidate Donald Trump. Mueller concluded in his report at the time that he could neither accuse nor absolve Trump of a crime. Mueller also served as a director of the FBI for more than a decade. His cause of death not immediately known, but his family announced he had Parkinson's disease last year.
So that's that. Right now, they're leaning towards his sickness, but it's gonna be interesting to see.
It's too. Thank you.
Yeah.
I told y'all, remind me of Scandal. Did anybody used to watch Scandal?
Oh yeah.
With Olivia Pope
Yeah.
in the White House. Yeah, gave every side chick hope in the world. Y'all don't remember this?
Yeah.
Well,
It reminded me of this, how there's other things. There were forced heart attacks. They had scandals going on, saving the greater people. And that I believe, I'm sorry, I don't believe it's by coincidence. I'm just saying,
yeah.
I'm just
I
saying.
understand.
Yeah, what's
Yep.
the timing, y'all? Come on.
Yep, I understand. And also, look at all these folks that's been tied to the MAGA movement and that's involved in this stuff. Charlie Kirk and all of this other things. Folks are coming up missing. Trump Mafia now. He
They some rioters.
Yeah. Some of that same stuff was happening under Bill Clinton too. Remember the Commissioner of Agriculture on the plane.
Thank you.
Plane went
Yes.
down and stuff. So yeah.
You just never know.
So it's a lot going on, man. But it's gonna be interesting because he had the answers to that Trump investigation, right? He was the closest person to it. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, now Trump is coming to Memphis.
Trump is coming to Memphis.
I don't think too many people
So
care
Oh
about
God,
y'all
yeah.
excited
See,
about that?
look,
Care about
look,
that?
nah, I really don't
You gonna go
care.
out there and greet him at the
it.
airport?
I ain't going out there.
You ain't going
I got
out
a
there
lot
and
to
greet
do, man. I got to prep the club. 5721 Roddy LaGrange.
I
Hip
thought
Hop Lounge.
Trump was coming to
Damn,
your club.
Yeah,
Oh, hell
he ain't
nah.
gonna walk through.
He ain't coming that much.
Oh,
He
they might come. They might come.
Right,
They
right.
might
Would-
come buy a drink
would
or
you
something.
Let Trump do a walkthrough at the Hip Hop Lounge.
A walkthrough?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he would.
Because
Y'all, he
bullshit.
lying.
Look,
Y'all,
listen,
Kojak is lying.
hold on.
Kojak is lying.
Listen, I'm trying to stay in business.
Uh-huh.
If he come to Raleigh, Hip Hop Lounge,
Oh God, don't say the rest.
I ain't gonna say.
Don't say that about Parkinson Capital, okay?
Yeah, coming to
It
the
ain't gonna
Capitol,
happen.
right?
Listen, y'all.
Word is out there. There's gonna be a lot of people out there protesting. That's the word on
Yeah.
the street, and.
But is that a bad look for the city, or I mean, what do you
I
think?
mean, hey, protesting is American. It's democratic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of democratic, we got State Representative Joe Towns in the building.
Yeah,
man.
Okay, all right.
It's yourself.
Y'all hear him? Y'all hear him?
He turned up in the corner. We need us a little. We need
y'all
us
hear him? He over
an
there.
audience section.
Uh-oh.
Hey, go straight down the hall. Get your red
He
cup.
said, "Wait, no. I know not
But
what
look,
red cup
but
they
let me tell
speak
y'all this
of.
about Joe Towns.
Sorry,
Let me tell y'all this about Joe Towns. So
it's the quarter
Joe
man.
Towns is the most known state representative or state senator out of all of us in the state of Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
And let me qualify that.
Okay, qualify.
Let me qualify that. I was in Azerbaijan. I'm serious. Azerbaijan. So people that don't know where Azerbaijan is.
It's me.
Azerbaijan sits between it's a country. Sits between Turkey and Armenia.
Okay.
Sits between the two. Right? I was up there. We were meeting the president of Azerbaijan. Right? So we're in this beautiful, just so you know, Azerbaijan is where the home of the flying carpets. They make the carpets for Muslim prayer and all of this stuff. That's that capital. I'm in Azerbaijan. And we're in there waiting to meet the president of Azerbaijan. I think that's who we're meeting. And you know, people are coming up, shaking our hand, right? They speak very little English. And this guy comes up and he's like, you state. I said, yeah, state representative. He said, yes. He said, Joseph, your state rep, Joseph. I said, Joseph. He said, Joseph, state representative, Joseph. I said, Joe Towns. Joe.
He was excited, wasn't it?
And then and look, ever since then, I've been calling him Yosef. Ever since then, all the way in fucking Azerbaijan.
Yeah, what's the chance of that? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man,
Yo, worldwide.
Man, look, man, that man, they know him. They know him.
Gonna learn today.
Yeah.
Right, they gonna learn today.
Man, that is crazy, man. Yeah. Also, real quick before when we come back, I just want to run this before we come out of this segment and get back into the Rob Snead story. So Trump is relaxing sanctions on Iran. He's relaxing the sanctions. Now, I want you to think about what I'm saying. He's relaxing the sanctions on the country that we're at war with. That means they will be able to sell their oil and make money, which will in turn be used to fight the damn war. Now, we got some video. Don't take it from me.
Well, President Donald Trump is coming to Memphis. And I'm Imani Williams, a journalist in the Memphis Mid-South area, making sure to bring the news.
The U.S. lifted sanctions on 140 million barrels of Iranian oil. The U.S. lifted sanctions on Iran. So just to be clear, the administration is now allowing Iran, the country that it is at war with, to sell its oil, make money, and almost certainly use that money in its war against the U.S. Why?
Dan, I think you have to tell the rest of that story. That's a little bit misleading.
Please.
The measure is targeted towards oil that's already out there on ships, already out there in storage, and to the previous question is very temporary. To basically defeat the Iranian strategy of driving energy prices so high, causing pain on consumers all the way, all over the world.
And money won't go into their coffers?
That much of that oil and that illicit oil is already out there. It's already out there in the system. So we're going to allow it to go in a temporary basis to some of our allies like India, Japan, and others, so that this strategy from Iran, the Iranian regime, doesn't work. And by the way, this is a president who put maximum pressure on the Iranian regime in his first term. It was lifted by Biden in this, Iran deal 2.0 attempt that Biden put in place. President Trump, as his second national security measure, put that maximum pressure back on. Their currency is tanking. Their foreign currency reserves are tanking. The thing the regime cares about the most is control and its money. And so no one can accuse President Trump of not putting maximum pressure on not only this regime, but on the Russian economy as well.
Look, it's interesting, right? The dynamics of this war, right? Because just before the war happened, President Trump pissed all our friends off, all of our allies off. And then he was trying to get them to come in and help with, opening up the Strait of Hormuz. And they were like, nah, man, that's y'all, you got it.
You on your own.
Now, I don't know if you want to comment on this or not, but
no.
Okay, cool.
Next question.
Right. But yeah, so this is some interesting space that we're in, right? Seriously,
interesting and scary space. I'm just
yeah,
saying,
because Americans we're all feeling the pain at the pump. You know, I spent $83 yesterday. I mean, the other day to fill my truck up.
Jesus.
83.
You go back and forth from Nashville.
Back and forth to Nashville. Yep, we're gonna need a per diem increase, Mr. Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's getting hot. It's getting hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, they're even saying with like flights, you can see that going up, and
Yeah.
so flights are going up, and then like TSA. That is still terrible. It's like the price is going up, and then the service that's being provided is trash. It's going downhill.
Well,
Like,
because they're working for free.
I know
Yeah.
it's not their fault. We're the people that's getting the grunt of it. The people that actually, we're not getting on private jets. I'm just saying, we're getting them TSA lines, and it's just I don't know what's going to happen.
Flued out. You ain't getting flued out.
Lord, I will receive. Lord, I want to fly my own. I want to have my own jet.
You gotta speak it into existence.
I
The
am.
PJs are
My
coming for all
own
of
jet,
us.
endless gas, budget is not an
I'll
issue.
take that.
Okay, thank you. I received that. Thank you for speaking that in my life.
Yeah. Hey, look,
Thank
speaking
you.
of, not speaking of nothing. Hey, look,
Speaking of instigating,
Yeah, speaking of instigating. Okay.
aren't you passing something about instigating stuff,
Oh, that's
and you can get in trouble since you instigating?
We want to talk about this now. We want to pull it back into the next segment.
Okay, you do it. Go ahead.
Okay, let's pull it back into the next segment. We're all gonna talk about that because that's some real shit. Hey, look, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back because we're gonna talk more about Rob and his story because I want to know where it all started. I'm sure y'all do too. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Baby, some things need to be left in 2025. New year, new me, again. Be honest. How many times have you said that? January feels powerful. February feels familiar. You swear this year's different. Same goals, same promises, same people pulling on you. Listen. You don't fail because you lack discipline. You fail because you're trying to become new while still carrying everything old. Your life is already full. Here's the shift nobody tells you. Don't add another goal this year. Remove one thing. That's it. Just one. Is it him? Is it that friend? A relative? An obligation you've outgrown? When you remove what doesn't belong, the drama dries up, your energy comes back, and clarity shows up without you forcing it. I did it. You can too. If 2026 is your year for breakthrough, comment 2026, and I'll share with you how I was able to start clearing my life of the unneeded junk that was weighing me down.
All right, give me.
Oh, you gonna sweep me back in, or I'm just back? Damn, Q pulling some.
I know.
It's Saturday, man. It's Saturday. You can do
It
that.
don't even feel like it's Saturday. It's so fun.
Are we back in? Okay.
Oh!
No sweep.
Now Q.
Yeah.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
I've been
Hold on,
complimenting you for
Angelica.
3 weeks straight.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, Angelica, I'm thinking somebody done put something in his cup. He got something in his cup.
It's
over there.
Saturday. He ain't supposed to be at work. That's probably what it is. He a little thrown
Hey,
off.
Hey,
You know,
let
he
me
in
find
relax
out.
mode. I
Let
got your back.
me find out. He took Joe Towns back there and then came back with him a little hit or something. Right. Hey, welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing and the best in black award winning
Yes.
visual
Best in
podcast
Black.
in the Memphis market. Let's go, baby. Yeah.
Okay, look, he got it right. He tried to get it right
Look,
together.
a little delayed. Look, y'all give it up for my lovely co-host Angelica Jelly Woods in the building. Let's go,
Listen,
baby.
y'all, they cutting up in here. It is cutting up.
Right.
It is
Right.
hot.
Yeah. And, hey, y'all, he is America's worst wingman.
Ooh,
Never take
Jesus.
him out with you.
I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
take that title.
Y'all give it up for my DJ. He's still my DJ.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Kojak in the building.
Okay,
Let's go,
okay,
baby.
Kojak. Okay,
Hey,
scratch it
yeah.
up,
One time
Kojak.
out,
He
right.
ain't
I got support in the house tonight.
And look, we ain't gonna go there. But y'all, hey, he is viral famous.
Yes.
Come on, y'all, give it up for Fox
Say that.
13's newest, Rob Sneed in the
Yes.
building. Let's go.
Now, before we're gonna dive into some more Rob, we got to address something.
Oh
okay?
Lord.
Okay.
Okay. Cause I was in here like having his back, but I had to let him know like you left me on red.
Oh damn, he left you on red.
He did. He did leave me on red. Polly Pure Heart.
On red.
And you know we're from the Midwest together. You know I try to throw that little, you know, and he just. And then I think he'd been in Memphis too long because he's like, what, for real? For me, like, yeah, it's you. Yeah.
Okay, so did you like text me?
Yes.
Or did you like message me on social
I
media?
text your personal phone. Do we need
did?
to? Do we got a blur option?
Oh Lord.
Do we need to? Yeah. Yes. And didn't say nothing, but it's okay. I haven't texted people back from like 3 weeks ago. I'm
Okay,
really bad.
I'm gonna add you on my phone. That will
Okay.
never. You got my word. That will never
Clip 'em.
happen again.
And you're gonna follow my pages too.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, because I was just like,
Right.
No, that will never happen again.
that's what we doing.
Can we shake on it?
Wait
a minute.
Y'all get on here, right? He used the wrong hand to shake, y'all. That's bad.
Damn.
We all my hands all soft. He made my hands feel all rough. My hands all soft and everything.
He's just striking out.
His hands feel soft.
His hands are soft.
Yeah,
He's sweating up in here.
my
You got him
hands
sweating up in here. You got him sweating up in
Mine
here.
feel all manly compared to yours.
Hey, you used to them knuckle dragging folks. You know
My husband works on the railroad. Okay, thank you.
Right.
He uses his hands. He works with them hands. Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And he
Shout
got
out
little
to Mitch.
calluses on there
You
right
like
here.
that shit too, don't you?
I like everything about him. Yeah. Thank you. He watching. Yeah.
Rob, listen. And she is a PR professional, so she feeds your stories too. And you left her on red, man.
Indeed.
I didn't get the message, so I don't know. I didn't get it.
Can I say this? This happened in person. I should say their name, but I ain't gonna say their name.
Say it.
Because I'm gonna say his name. Is it Brian Harris?
Oh.
Yeah, I got him good. Yeah, clip him and tag him.
Okay.
He tried. He left me on.
like that,
He left me on red. He left me on red, and I seen him in person. I was so happy to see him. I forgot where we was at. I went and tapped him on the shoulder. Hey, Brian, you got your position, you office now. So you gonna leave me on red now? He said, me? I said, yeah, you. I said, here, go right here. It said,
Damn, you didn't pull
it was 3 months.
Yeah,
3 months
receipt.
ago.
Damn.
You know, iPhone will get him 3. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do better. But Brian, I love you, Brian. You good
Right,
people.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna put you on blast. I don't care.
Damn, B.
Yeah, Brian.
Damn,
Yeah. Yeah, he left me on red.
Hey, man.
No, he don't. Brian, look.
Hey,
Brian was
that's
like,
Taylor Communications, man. You can't leave Taylor Communications on red.
he left me on red. I should call him right now. He
He
was like, who?
might call. He might jump on the show and say, jump in the comments. Yeah.
But yeah, Brian's doing great things for the youth in the city of Memphis. Shout out to Brian and his office, the youth services.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Brian. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing for the youth.
We got a comment over here.
I'm
we got a comment
scared.
over here.
Okay, now I'm
Lord.
coming from because Brian now.
Oh yeah, Megan.
Megan.
You
Yeah.
got Megan Aubrey over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
It must
Megan
be
Aubrey?
good.
I did. She's one of my
That's your boo.
close.
Oh,
Listen, she's one of my closest friends. Like
Should we
back
do
at
the
home.
test?
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah,
She's
Let's do
very
the
beautiful.
test.
Let's
No.
do the test.
Let's do the test.
So we
She's watching.
okay.
We're gonna give the rules behind.
Okay.
Okay,
We're gonna
in the
do it
next
part
segment, we're gonna
3.
do the
Part
test in the
3.
next segment.
Part 3. Yeah.
So we can talk to him about
Yeah.
the test.
I'm sorry, Megan.
Megan, keep watching this.
Yeah, keep watching, Megan. Hey,
Keep
Megan,
watching,
girl.
Hey, Megan.
Hey.
Yeah, from Columbus.
Meg.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Can y'all do me one favor? Can we all say Meg at
Yeah,
the
we
same
can.
time?
Okay, you-
1, 2, 3. Meg.
Man, you gotta share this. You
Not
gotta
him.
share
Don't kill me.
this.
It's an inside joke.
Hey, look, I
Look,
bet you I
Meg.
got a lot of inside jokes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, can I ask you?
You gotta
I'm just gonna go
share
ask. Can I ask you this? Rob, I'm gonna ask you this. Megan, is her name Meg?
Look,
Did
Megan
she
said
got?
it's
Did
true.
she got a significant other?
I don't think she wants me to answer that. I don't know.
Okay.
hey, look,
Okay.
come on,
Well,
she's on
how
there.
long?
She's on there.
Megan, you comment.
Megan,
Yeah.
you got a
Now,
boo?
how
Megan,
long?
you got a
How long
significant
y'all
other?
been friends?
Since 2018.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Since 2018.
Yeah, that's
good
a long
friends.
time.
That is
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Longer
And,
than
and,
7
there's,
years.
and do you believe? Okay. Do you believe? Like, have you ever just looked at her and just said, like,
Know what?
"Dang, why we friends?"
Yeah.
Because we have this argument. Because I have a best friend who's a male, and we argue about this. all
Wait a minute.
You can be honest on
Look
the.
look at him and say what? Look at her and say what?
What?
Dang, I wish you was a friend. No, what song is? I've been knowing you for a long time.
I don't know
Sade. Lovers and friends, you usually have my back.
That's a
Party.
really
Love
good
and-
song.
But your song
Yeah.
be
It
trash
is.
and your artists be trash.
Yeah.
Lovers and friends is not a trash song with
So you saying
Ludacris.
she don't got good taste
Megan
in
said
music?
she
I
does not
love
have a
the
boo.
one version.
Okay, so
Megan.
You see, I don't know that version. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ain't never just looked at. What's the big deal? Is she? You never looked at her or looked at her physically
like
or
you
her
want to smash.
mind,
I'm trying to get you through
not
this.
smash because not all about smashing.
Hey,
Like
it's about smashing. Have you ever looked at Megan and wanted to
I'm
smash?
a good Christian man. And,
I mean, yeah.
And
yeah.
No. Megan is she and I, we're very, very good friends, and she's very beautiful. But that's family.
So
that's family.
So you guys go on vacation and sleep in the same bed, nothing will happen. I have a friend like that.
No,
I have a best friend
I'm
like
sorry.
that.
I didn't know what you were asking at first. That's why I had to think for a second.
Oh, look, you done been in Memphis for a long time. Now you don't know what I said. Hold on now.
Right.
Now,
right.
I gotta break it down.
Right.
You get where I'm going now? What you thought I was talking about? Thank you.
Megan's one of my most beautiful friends, but no, she and I are family. We're family.
So
you down south, they mess with. I'm just messing with.
Oh Lord, they mess with cousins, kissing cousins.
So I'm about to get Megan on the live. Megan,
Oh, Lord.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this before I pull her up. Now,
Okay.
I'm texting. She's down to come on.
Oh
Right?
Lord,
So,
Megan.
so now, if you had the opportunity,
Oh God.
to smash, Megan.
Don't say smash. Smash seems so like non-friend. They
I
were
mean,
friends.
she's not.
You want me to use?
Oh Lord.
To be
If you had an opportunity to smash,
experience
Megan.
some intimacy
Okay.
with her.
Oh God! If you had an opportunity to smash,
Oh my God. She seems so.
That opportunity.
no, not an opportunity for you. If
Okay.
Megan gave you the opportunity,
No.
would you tell her no?
I would tell her, first of all, she would not give me the opportunity because she's not that kind of girl. She's very classy.
Megan is.
But
What's-
yeah, she cold though, but no.
Man, like,
No, Megan said something different.
What?
And the lie detector test said
That is a lie. Megan. I was going to Columbus, Ohio. Wow, y'all, he
I'm
blushing.
so
Y'all need to
sorry,
go to-
Megan. I am so
Oh,
sorry.
y'all, Megan, sorry. Look, Megan.
I was not anticipating this, Meg. I'm sorry. She is going to
How
kill
you
me
say- how y'all
later.
say it?
Oh, she's talking on
Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
Meg.
oh my God.
Okay, y'all. We
Hey
on
man,
topic.
thanks
I'm
for being the
sorry.
sport. We truly love you.
She
Appreciate
didn't
it.
say she
Love
didn't
you,
say
Meg.
that.
You
She didn't say that.
Look. Oh, you said
Mega
you love her.
Ubri.
Oh, you
Yeah.
love her.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
I do.
What kind of love is it?
It's her
I'm just
brother,
messing with
sisterly
you, man.
love.
I'm just
Yeah.
messing.
I love my best friend.
So
Yeah.
does Megan have a boyfriend?
No,
I
she
don't
said
know.
No. She just
Did
said
she
no.
answer that? Did she?
Yeah, she
Okay, no,
answered.
she does not. Then,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
That's a setup. That's a setup.
Oh Lord.
You've been
Yeah.
knowing Megan for 7 years. Has she ever had a
I've
boyfriend
been
while
know
you've
you
been
for
around?
a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. How did that work out? How did
She ain't with him now, so you know.
Man, Megan waiting. She waiting. She's
Shit.
laying in the cut.
Megan, y'all.
Megan, are you
Oh,
laying in the
Lord.
cut, Megan?
Listen,
Megan ain't laying in
my
no
husband
cut.
was my
Megan up on a
friend, but not that
rooftop sipping
long.
a mojito or something.
Right.
With her, you know, she a classy lady, classy chick.
Okay. What's okay? And you?
What that mean?
Yeah.
Look,
What you like on ratchet or something?
No,
You said
no,
classy.
no.
You want like on ratchet? Okay, I'm making
I mean,
sure.
well, they serve their purpose too. But no, I'm just saying.
Oh,
She's,
okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah. There's a
all
market for
right.
everything, but
Oh,
she ain't one of those. She ain't that kind of chick. No.
Oh, okay, so she ain't out there fighting in the snow topless, right?
Not heavens,
Oh.
no.
Y'all, I did that before. Okay,
Oh, I don't believe it.
I did. In my past life, I did. Look, he got quiet.
It's so
Oh, he
funny.
over there. You over
Got
there
me
sleeping.
stuttering.
Speaking of fighting, so you
Oh
know
my
there
God.
were some situations that happened in Memphis, right? I'm surprised
Come
you
on
didn't get
now.
this story last night.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Oh,
downtown
yeah.
Memphis,
That
you
was
know, there was
crazy.
fight. There
I
was
saw the video.
Yeah, there was a couple of shootings, right?
Yep.
And so I'm looking at this stuff, right? And I'm like, oh, we gotta do something different, right? So you know, a lot of times you'll see these videos, and people will be, you know, capturing the video to fight and the stuff, and they will be hyping the person up.
Yeah,
And
instigating.
to you know to fight the other
Mm-hmm.
person. Sometimes these situations end in death or end in an aggravated assault. Somebody's hurt, for somebody's life changes. Right. So I said today on social media that I am going to draft legislation that would make the people that are hyping the person up a facilitator of the crime. And as soon as I said that, I'm looking at the judge. Right. Right.
The room gonna be full.
And I'm looking at my colleague who might be a co-sponsor of it. Yeah, because you got people, and here's what happens. If you watch some of these fight videos, you'll see that the people that are hyping the person up, they're hyping them up. Yeah, hit her, instigating. Yeah, hit her, and and let them do one-on-one and this, that, and that. And they're recording it, and then as soon as the person gets shot, they be like, he didn't have to shoot him.
Yeah,
she didn't have to shoot her. She didn't have to stab her. Now you are not a friend if you are encouraging your quote unquote friend to participate in some violence when you don't know what the outcome.
But you know where it comes from, though. It's that culture of World Star and Baddies and all, and all those shows. I mean, are guilty pleasures, of some of ours. But I think the kids, the younger adults, and not even kids, people of our age, are watching that and thinking that that's okay, but they don't realize these are real lives that are involved in this, right? And so it can be very dangerous.
I was watching the video last night from Blackwood News. Right, I'm like,
everywhere.
How does he know
everywhere
when the stuff is about to happen? Right, but he's there, and honestly, he was hyping the shit up. Right, he was like, "Oh, they're about to get active."
I saw that.
This, that, and other, so on and so forth. But then, and the whole crowd is rushing this direction. Then, when the lady gets shot, oh no, she shot her. But you was just hyping the shit up, right? And now the people are running back the opposite direction. But then you get up there closer with your phone, and you're recording this woman who has been shot.
I didn't see that
in
one.
downtown Memphis.
I saw it.
Right, and but I'm not trying to single him out. I'm not.
Yeah, please.
But there is a responsibility that is incumbent upon us, and I'm not talking about from a law standpoint. I'm talking about as a people. As a people, right? We got our own that are doing this to our own, but it's so many of our own that are hyping them up and encouraging them to do something violent to somebody else. And then when something more violent happens to the person that you're encouraging, then you want to be crying and flip-flopping, having a Baptist fit at the damn funeral.
I don't know if y'all seen this story. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look at it. There was a girl. She maybe was like 12 and 14 age, and the girl was getting bullied or something. I don't know. It happened off of a bus. I'm gonna pull it up when we're on break. The girl fought the girl. I don't think the girl. She didn't initiate it, but she was defense because the girl, whatever. Mama might said, "Okay, listen. Now you only so many times, I don't know." But the girl landed on her neck the wrong way, and she died. Yes, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm trying to think what place it is. And just thinking, the girl did not want to fight her. She was just fighting her, and she just landed. And then the parents are on there crying, like, how can this happen? Whatever. And the girl is gone. So not thinking just because you bring a knife, a gun, whatever, somebody can knock you out, hit your semen on it. It's not even, you could be that person, be like, you remember back in the days. I'm gonna show my age. We're gonna meet. We call it the flash. Meet me in the flash at 3 o'clock after school. You get your stuff. We didn't have phones back then, though.
Right.
You show my age again. He said, "What Parkinson?" But you would get in trouble for that now. If you say, "Come meet at the spot," and you share the fight. I don't know if kids do that anymore. Yeah, they do. They do that. Yeah.
We used to invite folks to come back to my house.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's what we did in Columbus for sure. Yeah. Come on to the house. Let's get this done.
Yeah. I went to jail. We know my story. I went to jail at the age of 14 because I was going to kill 4 kids in the 10th grade, and the lead ringer was hyping the other 3 up, so they were going to die for being hyped up and they wasn't even part of the beef, right? Yeah. But now you got
now you got social media now.
Oh yeah,
and to the instigation part.
Yeah,
they instigating it. Yeah. I feel like it's for clicks and views. Of course, we know that's what it's for.
That's exactly what it's for.
And like bro Rob was saying, that we need to get to the actual. We need to get to the root of the problem. Like the entertainment, the baddies, all this stuff here. Life imitate. Art. And people see that, they think they can do the same thing, but don't know they got a cut and they got people on their show, and them folks still safe.
And bodyguards.
We not safe out here now. When you do it.
Yeah. But I'm even thinking about the comments, even with Rob's situation. When I read it, I'm opposite because maybe I'm not from here. I'm thinking in Parkinson, know how I feel about comments. I'm like, people are just mean. Something like, dang, I hope he's strong-headed. Because some people ain't strong-headed to get checked, or we say get joined on or get whatever crumb on with those shut up Parkinson. That's smart. But what happened if you wasn't headstrong to take those comments? And everybody can't be. Everybody can't be checked or whatever you want to call it.
I'm thankful that I was kind of prepared for it, but you know, just
Okay.
how I
You was
grew
warned.
up. But I also know the difference between someone checking you, calling you a South, Memphis Miguel, and calling you just you're ugly and fat. Here you go.
Yeah,
and those are the comments I've been getting too. And I've been,
that's not nice.
I've been getting those, a lot of those.
They called you ugly and fat?
Yep.
They called you ugly and fat?
I don't know. Like,
Right.
yeah, you know,
Okay,
or
yeah,
somebody
we
said
gotta
I
be
jacked
nice.
up teeth. I mean, like,
No, you have beautiful
like,
teeth.
Like, you know, all kind of stuff.
I see him in person. He has beautiful teeth. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you know, and
That's
then
so
it could
mean.
just be somebody that just don't know how to
Just
check.
a hater, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. I know in my mind what that looks like.
Yeah.
I'm used to getting hated on my whole life. Even in high school, I was a popular kid who got hated on and talked
Me
about like
too.
trash all the time,
Me
but
too.
also to celebrate it at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is something that it's been from cradle to the grave. So this is nothing to me. So
I'm
I know
great
when
time
I know
fan.
when it comes in love, and I know
Yeah.
when it doesn't.
Mhm.
So
You know,
Okay,
here's the
yeah.
thing about Memphis, though. You know, and I'll give you a prime example of that. So, man, Station 67, North Haven, that fire station, right? I was a lieutenant at that fire station.
North Haven.
And
You a
we had
lieutenant?
folks in there. We had a white paramedic and a white EMT female. And we had a white driver, and the rest of us was black, right? So the thing about North Haven 67, you don't want to be the last person to pull up to work at 7 a.m. in the morning because they would get on the microphone and it would blast from the loudspeaker of the station. And they would be checking you on the inside. There's a whole gang of them in there, right? And so you get out, like I get there at 6:50, and they in there roasting me on the outside. You can't even defend yourself, right? Because they all in there checking you, and they laughing. You hear them laughing over the loudspeaker, and you looking at them. They all in there falling out, checking. Look at that big head, man, such, you know. And so you have to get all the way into the station before you can fire back, right? And here's my point. You will learn to fire back just as strong as before, but they will appreciate it because here's the culture of Memphis. This will be clipped. Here's the culture of Memphis. You can be on Bill Street trying to holler at a girl, right? She don't pay you no attention, right? But as soon as you find that talking point and you check her, and she starts laughing because the shit's so funny, you're finna get that number. Am I lying?
You ain't lying.
Q, am I lying, Q?
Exactly.
Hey.
Q, you be checking girls. Oh, you ain't gonna check me. Okay.
Hey,
You gotta let her know. You gotta let her know.
That's the love language in Memphis,
Is it? Okay.
right? You check them, they check you back. Next thing
I
you
ain't
know,
get that love.
you know, hey, I told y'all what.
He said, "Let's go lunch."
Hey, yourself. I told them what the old school hustlers taught me back in the day.
Oh,
They said 2 things to keep the woman.
oh
right?
Jesus.
Make her laugh. I ain't gonna say what number 2 is.
Because you probably ain't doing that.
That's-
Go ahead.
Oh.
I just say, he just make a laugh.
Told
He
me.
said he walked over that quick, didn't he?
You was gonna say the last show. You know,
That's not what
you
I
ain't gonna get
said.
pregnant
Yeah, and it's true. That ain't what I said.
What'd you
I didn't
say?
say it didn't happen. I said, you want me to say it again? I would not. We were talking about women in birth, and I said I refuse because I heard women talk about Judge, you here? Don't go hiding. I ain't gonna say your name, but you're gonna be my amen because I'm outnumbered. You can look it up. There's a high level of women who has never had an orgasm in their life, and they've had plenty of children. And I made up in my mind I would never encounter when I got impregnated and I didn't have no orgasm. I stand on what you talking about.
Like I said,
And I did. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm married. I told my comments. I'm married. I can say what I want to say. Thank you.
like I said,
Look at
the
Rob.
old school
Rob looked at
hustlers
the
told
floor.
me. They said 2 things to keep a woman: make them laugh,
Oh, I love it.
Rob said,
and make them do what Angelica said.
Yep.
And
hold on, somebody said some money.
Some money.
Hey,
God.
no, money is not it, Joe. Money
Oh,
is not it, Joe. Let me
Jesus.
tell you,
Oh,
let me qualify
God.
that.
Yeah, this is turns.
That's why
This gonna come to
you
the
got
pimp show.
the dudes in the warehouse that's winning, right?
Yeah,
it
because-
ain't about money. Make them
yeah.
laugh. And do what Angelica said.
Not me. Don't get me itching my head.
So look, hey y'all, you know, we ain't gonna talk about Marie Fagans this time, but I do want to know, Rob, where did it start for you to want to be a storyteller?
Ooh.
I talked too much as a kid. That's for one.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I was a kid that you had to always say, Robert, shut up, you know?
Yeah.
But I have a question, you know, I was always sitting in front of the class.
you were
I was
always
teacher's
curious.
pet, very curious.
Uh-huh.
But I remember sitting in my grandma's kitchen after church, and it was a friend of mine, Sarah, who said when we grow up, you know, we were all talking about what we wanted to do when we grow up, and I was kind of the younger one in the room.
Let me find Sarah on here so we can see.
Please. Basically, and so yeah, she said she wanted to be an anchor woman. I said, well, what is that? And she told me what it was. I said, oh, my grandparents, you know, they raised me, so, and you know, they always watched the news at night. I said, cool, I want to do that too. I was like 9 years old.
Oh wow.
And so I ended up doing it. In high school, I went to regular school for half the day, went to broadcast school for the other half.
Yeah, the program.
Definitely. And so did that. A lot of people don't know, I'm sure you've probably seen in Daily Memphian, that I'm dyslexic and I have ADD.
Oh,
and
you just missed
just
the
had a
show.
We
Last
just
show.
had the dyslexia expert on the show
Yes.
Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
You gotta watch
Oh my
that.
God. You
But
got
that's,
me.
let's pause right there.
Oh gosh.
You
That's
know,
so funny.
One, how old were you when you found out, or when your parents found out that you
no, it wasn't the parents.
Okay,
There, you know, I came from a very interesting background growing up, a lot of trauma. I'm not gonna get into it, but
no, let's talk about it. We talk about that. No, seriously.
Well,
seriously. Yeah,
well,
no, people need to hear and understand and know your story.
Well, I mean, I would
help somebody.
You know, I would say this without rocking the table too much. My grandparents were very instrumental in raising me and my sister,
Understand.
and they needed to be,
Yeah.
because
Gotcha.
you know, everybody shouldn't have kids. Let's just say that.
Okay.
And so when I was growing up, you know, younger, I just remember my teachers was like, you know, he is a bright kid. You know, I went from being like a spelling whiz in first grade, second grade. By the time I got to third grade, I was damn near illiterate. And then we were, and we were trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
My parents were not remotely interested in what was going on with
Yeah.
me, and so it kind of just rests until my sister, like, you know, stepped in, and she's only a year and 9 months older than me. Shout out Charmaine Sneed, I love you.
Shout out
What's up,
Charmaine
sis?
Sneed.
Yeah. And so she pretty much was like, oh no, and she told my grandmother, who raised me, my grandma Sneed. Shout out Virginia Sneed, I love you as well. And
Shout out to the Sneeds.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Sneed.
96 in 3 months,
Man,
2.5 months.
Wow.
Still here. A lot of those brooches and stuff I wear, they're hers, and so I just feel like she's like with me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So that's what people
amazing.
ask about. That is that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. Once they found that out, my grandmother worked with me and got me back to where I needed to be. You know, so in terms of like reading and spelling and all those things.
Yeah.
But I still was not diagnosed with any of this stuff until actually after I got accepted into Ohio State.
Wow.
Yeah. So I made it all that way. But the whole time, you know, when you're not knowing what is wrong with you, but you're making good grades, but you're looking at your peers and they're, you know, it looks so easy for them, and you're working 20 times just to get the A or the B harder, and you're like, am I dumb? Like, what is wrong with me? It kind of messes with your self-esteem. And so even though I'm a confident man and I walked around as a confident kid, in my mind I always had that imposter syndrome, and it still kind of, you know, it still kind of bothers me a little bit today. I'm better with it now, but it can definitely mess with your self-esteem when you are going undiagnosed, not knowing what the issue is. So I was able to make it through by the grace of God, get accepted into a university by the grace of God, all the things, got the help I needed, but I still kept it a secret for the majority of my career, literally until 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And so all this time I'm getting all these anchor offers, or, you know, hey, Rob, we need you to anchor. We need you to anchor. And I would always say, oh, no, I want to focus on reporting. Because, you know, out in the field, you write your thing and you go. When you anchor, you have to sit and you actually have to read the teleprompter. And that, when you're dyslexic, is scary. It is. But I ran away from it until 2020 during the George Floyd riot in my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. Where my boss at the time, I was working at the NBC affiliate in Columbus, called me and said, Rob, we need you to help anchor the newscast. And it was one of those moments where it's my hometown, the city's burning down. I got to step up to the plate for my people. And every single person who was covering it, and the anchor and the meteorologist, were all white. So I was like, okay, it was a lot of pressure. I got on that desk, killed it. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. Like, I said a prayer, did it. Then I did it again the next hour. And that's when I kind of got bit by the bug and said, okay, I think I can do this. But instead of becoming an anchor there, I actually got promoted, went to Chicago, worked at a Chicago news station there for like 2 or 3 years.
Come on, major market.
And so I did that. And then after that, I kind of was like, okay, I want to get into anchoring. That's when I ended up in Huntsville, Alabama at Way TV. And that was the first anchoring job. And I said, Lord, I'm going to use this platform to encourage kids, to encourage young adults that there are no limitations. Don't make the same mistakes that I made, being afraid to do something, your natural God-given gift, because you don't think you can do it. Do it.
Bam. Listen, you better, come on now. You better look, we need a shout button. Where's the shout button out on that board? Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, but you know,
come on. How aligned is this story?
And there's no shame in it either.
No.
Like, because for years I thought I didn't want people to think I was stupid or I wasn't incapable or whatever. But I said, you know what? No, like I said, if I fall on my face doing this, I'm just gonna do it. I did a really good job.
Yeah.
But
you ain't gonna let you fall.
But yeah, you know, that's I'm a lot vocal. It's still a little uncomfortable for me to talk about it. But I'm like, Lord, use me.
Nah,
like that's why I'm here.
Man.
You know.
Hey, Rob, listen.
Yes,
your story is your gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes you different.
You know,
makes
same with me. Same with you know us, man. Look, I remember, you know, I said, man, if they find out, man, I went to jail at 14 because I was gonna shoot some kids, man, these folks ain't gonna vote for me. Man, that was the polar opposite.
Yeah, they need to
right because people are drawn. Number one, I tell people, look, I coined this. Authenticity is the nucleus to charisma.
Yes,
right. Yeah. When you're able to honestly and authentically be yourself, that's where your purpose is housed.
Man, and that was through therapy and prayer. I got to tell you, I went to therapy in 2018. I had a bout with depression and anxiety, and you know, after speaking that out, you know, just you know, with therapy and just kind of just getting older, and with age comes wisdom. You know, you just don't care anymore. I tell you know, like whatever. I don't really care. You know, in terms of like feeling like I have to be this perfect person. I grew up they don't exist. Yeah, they don't exist. But the way I grew up, I was always kind of like in the family, kind of like that one that's going to make it. You know, my grandmother wanted me to make it, wanted me to be different than all the men in the family because I was the first one out of my siblings to graduate high school, and I'm the youngest.
Wow.
You know, I was the first one on both sides of the family to go to a 4-year university. So there's been a lot of firsts for me, and it hasn't been easy, but it's been through the grace of God that pushed me through. But I say that to say that, you know, I don't have to be perfect. And I thought I had to be, but now I don't, and it's kind of freeing when you realize that.
Man, listen. Go ahead, Angela.
I don't got nothing to say. I got a lot to say, but I'm not gonna say what I want to say. But go ahead,
man. Kojak.
Yeah, man. No, I'm taking in this story, man. It's amazing. I mean, we went from, you know, 0 to 100 on this one.
Yeah, real talk. But man, listen, you know, because I do have a question about that. You know, there's this good book you should read. It's called Stop Praying for More. It's still full of shit.
Okay, me.
Right?
I think I've heard of that one.
You heard that one?
One of the best.
But it was written for you. But you know, let me ask you something. You know, when you know, so you have so many fronts where you can change people's lives, right?
Yes.
You know, from your professional space to your story, right? Your story, dyslexia, depression.
ADD.
Oh, welcome to the ADHD club. Oh, we all trust me. Look, I'm telling you, man, we need a bowl of Adderall
right here.
Levi sees all these crazy.
But
give me two.
Let me ask you this question. You know, shout out to nephew. Nephew, you on the date? He's on the date with Cinnamon right now. We'll talk about that later. But you went through this depression. What do you attribute the depression from?
Definitely just a lot of suppressing a lot of the childhood trauma that I went through. When I was younger in the household I grew up in, you know, it was not a place for us to have a voice. It was, we would have to like basically deal with it, you know, whatever. Nobody cares about how you feel. Shut up, do what you got to do. I don't really care. So it was very hands off. Like it was there's a lot of neglect, a lot of verbal abuse. A lot of that from my parent, one of my parents, I'll just say that. The other one was not in the picture at all. But, and so it was a lot of hurt. It was a lot of pain. And I kind of just wanted it to go away. So I just kind of would just push in the back, and I'm a show pony. You turn the light on, hey, go, like I know how to do that. That's easy, you know, because whatever happens in this house stays in this house. Once you get out, everybody's happy. We're just one big happy family.
That's a black rule.
That's a black rule in general.
It's a cultural issue.
It's a cultural. Yeah, and so, but when you're growing up around that, hearing that you're nothing, or hearing that, you know, you're an SOB or you're this or you're that from your own parent, you believe it a little bit. You start to believe it. And so that, I think when you internalize that, and then you go through your life trying to navigate this life as a man by yourself, not really having a father in the picture. You know, I had my mentor, rest in peace, McKinley Raymore. Thank you, God, for him, because he saved me. My grandfather, Sneed, who also passed, saved me. My cousin, Gene, also saved me as well. So I had that impact, but I didn't have that like my father, you know? And so having to try to figure it out, suppressing all the things. And then when you get older, it just kind of came ahead. You know what I'm saying? With life, the stresses of being a black man in television, dealing with racism, dealing with discrimination, dealing with, you know, racist white people in the newsroom talking crazy to you, hearing microaggressions, you know.
But even from black folks too.
And that too.
Our folks.
Yeah. I mean, but it's been a lot of, like, as a black journalist, you deal with a lot of those things that people don't see. You just see us giving the news, but you don't see everything that, you know, we go through, you know. And so and unfortunately that's just the nature of the business sometimes, you know, and you just got to suck it up. So I just think a lot of that, in addition to like my upbringing and all of the things, I think kind of just came ahead. And I thought, okay, I'm not as happy as I'm acting like I am. So what is actually making me unhappy? And I couldn't really figure it out. There were times where I would sit in my car and just sit there. I would show up to work early and would sit in the car for like an hour and a half late, getting written up every day, but showing up early because I just didn't even have the energy to even fake it. You know? And so, and so then finally I'll go in there. Nobody suspected anything. Nobody knew anything. My own family, my own sister didn't even, you know that I was kind of going through it, you know? And it was when a friend of mine who just completely cracked, I don't know what happened to him, but like he cracked under pressure. He went missing, and then they found him and he wasn't mentally in a good space. That scared me. And I said, oh, I need to go see a therapist. Not to say that I was there, but I was feeling lower than, you know, the rent on a burning building. So I needed to get the help that I needed. And I did. I did that. I went every Saturday to you know, kind of like an outpatient treatment kind of thing, and spoke to my therapist, and then would go to work and act like everything was okay.
Wow.
Nobody knew.
Hey, shout out to Johanny Martinez, who's watching all the way from the Dominican Republic. Glad to have you. But let me ask you this question. How many of your colleagues do you see that's dealing with the same thing and have not been able to, you know, get that relief or you know, bleed some of that pressure off, or you know what steps to take?
Well, I'm not speaking for any of the colleagues here because I just got here, but I can say I have friends who work in various markets, and I've seen it. I've been on the phone many times with friends crying on the phone. Just the pressure that they're feeling like they're not being heard, feeling like they're being overlooked for promotions, hearing the microaggressions in the newsroom, you know, dealing with not just fitting in, or there's a lot of times you get into these newsrooms that are predominantly not like you, and you automatically feel like you don't belong. They let it be known you're just here because you here, you know, you're just a token. Has it gotten better? I don't know. It depends. Every newsroom is different. Every newsroom is different, right? But I've been on those telephone calls talking to a lot of my friends off the ledge, not literally, but like, you know, figuratively, just with the pressures of working in a newsroom as a person of color and not feeling like your voice is even remotely being heard or your craft is even being respected.
That's what I told people.
I've been, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You go ahead.
No, I've been in newsrooms where, oh, we love your hair. Don't change it. Don't change it. Oh, great. The moment I decide to wear it down, I'm getting called in the office saying that you need to hide your hair. So you want me here because you like my hair, but you want me to hide it too at the same time. Like, so there's always some kind of condition or some, you know, that kind of crap, you know? Another time when I had short curly hair, me and another colleague both had the same length. His hair was kinkier, mine was straight, you know? They loved my hair. They left me alone, but with him, he had to cut his hair. We had the same exact cut, but because he had a certain texture, it wasn't good enough for them. So that's the kind of stuff that I've seen with my own eyes. And there are things that I can't even talk about because of NDAs, where I've personally experienced, you know, racism, blatant racism, things I can't even say on here. So, and that got dealt with. But anyway, go ahead.
You know, on my wall, you were going to ask me.
You're fine.
On my wall in the Capitol, it's inscribed on my wall. There's purpose in everything.
Yes.
Right. And you know, I tell people, you know, you go through these things and you survive these things so that you can tell your story.
Yeah.
Right. And your story, you are surviving it. The Lord allows you to survive it.
Thank you, Lord.
You can help, so that you can help other people who might not have the necessarily fortitude that you have to get through it. and you become the person that helps them.
Well, there are repercussions with that too. You know,
Yeah.
when you start to realize your power, when you walk in with purpose, when you walk in knowing that you are who God said you are, then now you're difficult to work with, or they want to badmouth you to potential bosses and stuff. I went through that as well.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know, I rather fortunately, I know who I serve.
Yeah.
And nobody, they
better
can
go
try
out.
and say whatever they want, but nobody holds the key to my career
Yeah.
but the Lord.
Yeah.
And so I'm not worried about it. I used to worry about, well, I wonder who's saying this or who's saying that, or why didn't I get this job, or
matter.
what happened with this, or I heard, you know, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Talk away. I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's not stopping me. Like it's pushing me forward, you know, and that's a prime example with me coming here. You know, God reminded me of that. Like, you know, your career might have hit like a little stump last year, but I'm in control.
Thank you. Yeah.
And those same people that may have possibly badmouthed me or what I wanted to say, whatever, they have to see me every day on their timeline now.
Exactly.
So, hi.
And can I
Yeah.
say this though?
Yeah, please do.
There's so many things I want to say, but anyways, they don't have the power to stop anything.
No.
And I always tell people, he says the weapons, he never said the weapons wasn't going to form. He just said they weren't going to prosper.
No.
So, and then Parkinson, you said something key. A lot of people go through things. It's so frustrating with even our culture or even how it was brought up. Some people don't open their mouth of what they went through, right? So it's like, why am I going to go through this in vain? That's why I don't care about telling y'all I was outside fighting over a man in a thriller with my chest out acting crazy. Like, cause you look at just like you was like, what? I'm like, yes, me, yes. Or that I stole and I thought I was Robin Hood. It didn't charge people because I had to be. Yeah, I was a little klepto. I call myself Robin Hood. Judge, don't be over there, Judge. But I'm just saying all these things. I'm an open book because I refuse to go through all these things in vain. It's like it's to help somebody out, and there's gonna be people who use those things against you. I know I work for somebody who went through cancer, and this girl was outside. I was like, B, that's why you had cancer. There's all. Oh yeah, you know who it is too. But it's like there's always some people. It don't matter. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna say something about what you did. But as long as it helps somebody else, I'm like, okay, it's not in vain. So dyslexia, amazing. You still made it. ACEs, look, still made it. You still doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, nothing's. Yes, it's like it still was all lined and ordained. Nobody's gonna stop nothing. So I'm excited that you keep speaking about it. And you have these platforms for a reason. You have a responsibility, and if you don't, you know, what if he can't use you? What's the point of him? If he can't do it through you, what's the point of you? He can't use you, so that's why you're really there.
Absolutely, and there's a danger too, you know, when you're in the industry because you know, when you speak out of certain things, you know, like I said, you could get these labels, right? But don't even care.
Yeah,
I'm just like whatever.
Let me say this to that. Let me say this to that. I want to go back to and Yosef, he's been in the office. I want to go back to what's inscribed on my wall in my office. There's purpose in everything, right? And I mean everything to what you decided to put on today, to how long it took you to put it on, right? Because you know the length of time it took you to put it on might have helped you avoid an accident, right? And watch this, you know, I say, and this is just me gently pushing back on you. I say, instead of saying that there are dangers or, you know, issues that come with this, I say, thank God, right? For whatever is tied to this purpose. Let me give you an example of that, right? Here's the thing. You are obviously operating authentically in your, I say this, you're operating authentically in your purpose. Now watch this. Let me show you something. When you're walking in your full authenticity, unapologetic. Look, I don't know how long you've been there. I've been there for about let me see, 13 years, 16 years in the legislature, so about 12 years. Okay. Right? So you're walking in your full authenticity, right? And that's where your purpose is housed, right? And that's the only way to fully get into your purpose, because when you're walking in your full authenticity, you're walking in the wiring that God wired you for. You know, so and unapologetically, right? Now, what's going to happen is this: when you say there's dangers in this, that's not a danger. What it is that is the pruning of the people that are not supposed to be in your life, right? Right? And so you, in that authenticity, just picture it as a lane, right, with a groove in it. Just like remember they used to put the marble in the little groove and then go down the track and do all these curves and stuff like. So picture it as that. I'm a visual person. You're walking in this full authenticity. In that groove is where your purpose is housed. Because you're walking 100% authentically and the way God wired you without apology. Everything that you need and every person you need will lay out in front of you without effort. Now, let me qualify for your life. You came in here, folks was checking the shit out of you, right? I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, right? Hearing these checks, right?
Yeah.
Then from there, we reached out to Damien. We
talked about on the show.
We said, man, we got to have this brother on there because I know there's a story, right? And you know, and now we're locked in.
Even the client from the week before being a dyslexia.
Come on.
I said, Lord, if you just don't be everything lined up.
I'm trying. Hey,
my mind and the whole thing. But anyway,
hey, all you pastors that's watching, y'all can preach this. Just give me the
ghostwriter. Just ghostwrite.
But when you walk in that, when you walk unapologetically in what God wired you to be, you don't care who does not like you.
No.
Who's jealous of you, and because the ones that are, and some of them are going to be your friends and relatives.
Yeah.
Some of them, many of them,
right?
Many.
They will be removed from your life.
And they are.
And man, look, and it's the best
feeling.
It's the best freedom
Yep.
that a person will ever experience.
Can I say this to piggyback?
Dude,
it's
that's
not that,
word, bro. That's
it's, but even that Parkinson, it's not that. No,
Yeah.
look, it's not even that. I add it's confirmation because I feel like if you're not going through no suffering, no pain, you'd be like, okay, now I got to be out of line because if you ain't upsetting the devil doing something, it's like you on
disagree with that.
y'all whatever, y'all partying together. You have to be something. There has to be something. I feel like you're out of line because you say you disagree.
I do.
Why? Okay, we don't get off task. We don't get off task.
No, we're not.
Okay,
It's still the same thing. Still in purpose, right?
Because he got to get his point.
And no, I just respectfully disagree with the pain part of it, right? Because here's why I say that. Here's why
pain, fear, dangers, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that, right? That's the layman's way of seeing it. But the God way, as I see it, the God way of seeing it is thanking God for all of it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because that's where your faith kicks in, right? I know you got me. When change happens with me, when I see the friends fall out, or who I thought were the friends fall out, I'm thanking God all the way, right? Because he knew. All I'm like is, look, shit, where we going? We made a left. Let's go.
It's part of it. Yeah, it's part of it.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I agree with both of you actually in that, because last year I can tell you, I literally lost, I want to say 11 friends, people that I thought were my friends.
Say that part again.
That I
People
thought,
that you thought.
and let me be clear, thought were my friends and I thought were family. See, I was able to now compartmentalize what it is to be family. We all have blood relatives, but that doesn't make you family.
Yeah, we relate.
And then you have family that are not blood relatives, and I choose to compartmentalize that way because I don't, have a relationship with a lot of my mother. I don't have a relationship with her either, and like a lot of other people in that family, I don't. Last year was extremely trying, just mentally, financially. I was literally, driving Lyft and DoorDash trying to make ends meet. I think I told you when I got hired here, the day I got hired, they were about to repo my Benz. So I say that to say, when I was going through all those heartaches and people were not supporting me, not even I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about just speaking a word and not, because when it was good, it was good. When I was giving out money, everything was great. And I was the best thing since sliced bread. But when all that went away and I couldn't work because, contractual obligations, all those things, then I'm a broke and I'm this and I'm that. And he's, he's this, he thought he was that. Now look at him, that kind of stuff. A lot of that. But I said, Lord, I remember sitting in my grandma's house and I was frustrated because I had just gotten in an accident. The front end of my Benz, which is still messed up. I need to get that fixed. But them checks ain't come yet. But the point is, the point is, thank you. We'll talk. But I say that to say that I remember sitting in my grandma's room saying, Lord, I know that there's a purpose for me. My brother, Michael Lathan, shout out to you, was praying with me saying, look, just pray, you're going to be okay. And I'm like, I know this isn't my life right now. And I had to remind myself that this is, life has ups and downs and valleys, and I'm young and this is just a valley. I'm going to be out a year from now. None of this is going to matter. And so every time I made $2 making a delivery, or every time I was able to whatever, like small victories. I thank the Lord for those.
Everything,
Because when you go from being up here, this guy on TV, you're living this life, and now you're back at home living in your grandma's guest room. It's extremely humbling.
Yes.
And so for me, I said, okay, Lord, thank you for all of this, because I could be under a bridge. I could be sick with some kind of disease, whatever. I thank the Lord for all of it. And so when I got that job, and the repo man called, but I got the job. I knew that was confirmation, and I knew that God was going to take care of me. And I said, when I come here, Lord, I don't know why I'm in Memphis. I have no ties. I don't know anybody here, but you got me here. So use me, and I will be obedient, And I prayed before I even came here because I didn't know if you were going to get Rob Sneed, or you were going to get the real me. You know what I'm saying?
Glad the real one.
And what are we getting?
Yeah, 50-50.
That's
a lot.
That's
about 50-50.
We got to warm up. We're going to work on it. We're going to chisel away. We're going to chisel away.
But, I say that to say, though, there are no errors about me. I want people to understand that people are home suffering. There are people trying to find work. There are men that are looking at kids or their family and not being able to provide, and they feel like they may want to blow their brains out. You have to hang in there. Pray. Everything happens in God's timing, and I'm a living witness to that. I'm a living witness to that.
All right, y'all. Look, don't go anywhere. We got more to come. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Oh my God, have you guys heard about this book? It literally says, stop praying for more when you're still full of shit. One of my close girlfriends sent it to me. I was offended for about 3 seconds, and then I realized it was talking about me. She said the book helped her get unstuck. I'm like, unstuck from what? She said none of her prayers were being answered, but after doing only one of the things that she read in the book, stuff started happening. It explains why nothing new can come into your life when your life is clogged up because you're holding on to old shit, basically. Now she's doing all the steps in the book, and I ain't gonna lie, her life is different. Girl, I wish I would have read it when she did. This book is not playing. Damn. Comment book if you want me to forward you the link.
I'm gonna read it too. I'm gonna read it.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Hey, this is the book she was talking about right here. Hey, if you don't have it, I'm trying to tell you, you need to get this book. Rob, this book was written for you. This book was written for you. That's
a good book. Good book.
Really
damn good book.
Get something from this book. And what we talk about in this book is, stop praying for more when you're still full of shit. Yeah, I love it. That's the reaction that I like. That's the reaction that I like.
Just a mess.
Yeah. Stop praying for more when you're still full of shit.
I had to get past the title.
Man, look, we were at the show. Yeah, we got to run those videos. We're gonna run those interviews too. We're at the 901 Book Festival last week. And people will walk by and see the title of the book, and they'd be taking pictures of it, and they'd be like, "Oh, wow," that reaction, right?
Yeah.
And what's interesting is this. I always ask people, what do you think this book is about, right? And you get different varying, comments, but this is what it's about. We pray for stuff and we don't see it materialize, right? That's why I say the book is going to change your life. We pray for stuff and we don't see it materialize. We wonder, okay, they taught us pray, fast, be faithful, have faith. Activate your faith, believe, right? Speak it into existence.
Oh, Jesus.
And all of that is absolutely true. However, here's the thing that people don't realize. You're praying for stuff that God already knew you were going to pray for.
Yeah.
He knew what you were going to pray for before you got here. Right? So and he's already provided it way before you got here. Right? Because if you think, if we want to go biblical, and I want to say this, Proverbs, or as the book after Proverbs, they say there's nothing new
under the sun.
So that means that everything that's here is here, right? I want you to think about that. Let that marinate. So that means that whatever you're praying for or going to pray for, God already knew you were going to pray for it. If you believe He's omnipotent, and I do, which means He knows the beginning and the end. He knows everything before you got here. Now, if that's the case, then it's not God, right? When you pray, that means it's you. right? And here's what happens. The shit. Here's what the shit is. Our capacity is not infinite. Our capacity is finite, meaning that you got so much capacity in space, spiritually, physically, mentally, right? That you can occupy on. Now you can expand that capacity, but when you're praying for these things and you don't see it, it's because there is no space.
No
right?
space.
What's clogging up the space? Thank you for asking. What's clogging up the space is
I think it's what it says in the title, isn't it?
Yeah.
SHI.
Yeah, shit. What is the shit? It's unforgiveness from old wounds.
Yep.
Bitterness.
Right? It's bitterness.
Yep.
It's childhood trauma.
Yep.
That has not been released.
Laziness.
Right? It's
Therapy
fear.
works.
Yeah, it's therapy works.
Yeah.
It's fear of walking in your full authenticity because you don't feel like you will be accepted by other people, right? And it's a whole host of other things. And when you clear that capacity, you will see everything come rushing in like a backdraft in a fire, right? And those of you that know, if I'm a retired firefighter, backdraft is this: fire is burning in the house is sealed. The fire burns all of the oxygen out of the house, and the fire goes out. But as soon as somebody opens that door and that oxygen comes in, the house explodes.
Really? I
That's
never
what
knew
a
that.
backdraft is. That's the same principle
I never knew
for
that.
clearing your capacity.
Got
But
that
soon
in the
soon as you release that unforgiveness, all of those things that you've been asking for come rushing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a fact.
And that's and just to kind of touch on that, that's kind of where I am with a lot of those people that fell off last year. I'm not angry and I'm not bitter. You know, when you are able to compartmentalize what your family is versus what a blood relative is, your feelings aren't hurt. You just say, okay, that's a blood relative. We all got them, you know, and your family won't hurt you. Your family doesn't hurt you. Your family loves you, you know? And so I was able to let that go. So I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. A lot of the friends that left, I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I love them too. God bless them. And but I'm in a better space where I don't need to have a lot of people around me. And that was a problem. When I was searching for some kind of love and adoration from so many people because I didn't get that from my own parents. And so when I really matured and grew up and realized that, and kind of, you know, it made it easier for me to kind of make that circle smaller and not do it with the bitter. Because a lot of times, like, oh, F them. Like, I don't even feel that way anymore. It's like, all right, peace.
No, God said everybody couldn't go. That's it. That's
I
how I look at it. God said everybody couldn't go.
Circle, a very small circle.
What if I could give you a life hack that will make you never ever get angry at another person again? Angelica, I'm asking you this too. Right. And I'm gonna tell you this.
It came from you.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Joe Towns, listen, Joe Towns has watched me transform. So he's been around me for some years. He's watched me transform. Now watch this. Watch this. Somebody tell me it's only one thing that will make you angry with another person. It's only one thing that'll make you angry with another person. If somebody can tell me that, I will cash app them $2.
You would have
touch
to
my child.
I would say you would have
that's not it.
You would have to care enough
I
about
did
them
ask
to be angry.
That's not it. Kojak.
And
Kojak, you got the cheat code. You read the book. So I don't know.
What, ignore you?
Nope. What's the one thing that people get angry with another person for?
They tell the
It's
truth.
only one.
Tell the truth about you.
Nope. Oh, nobody has it. So let me
Give us a hint, though. I mean, this is fun.
Yeah. But I'm gonna just give it to you.
Okay.
So here's the one thing that people get angry with other people for.
Okay.
It's because they did not do something that they wanted them to do. I want you to think about that. Everything falls under that. Everything. They did not meet the expectation.
Yeah, expectations. Yeah. You
No
don't have
expectation, no
Now
disappointment.
watch this. Watch this. When you adopt the philosophy or the understanding that no one owes you anything,
and they don't, not enough.
then you will never, ever, ever get mad at another person again.
You sound like my sister. She says that all the time to me. She reminds me that all the time.
And so, and think about it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If people do stuff for you, right? That's above and beyond
Yes.
the call of duty. That's the
They're not
cream.
required.
Nobody's required. The only person that's required to do something for somebody is someone that brings a child into this world, and that child, because that child cannot fend for themselves.
Exactly.
But when that child gets grown,
they don't owe you
they
nothing.
don't owe that child anything.
That's a lot of parents' problem.
Right. And so when people do things to me that I don't like or that's disappointing, I look at it as I quickly, my mind quickly goes to they don't owe it to me. Right. And so, and if they didn't do it, I understand. And it's no hard feelings, because you don't owe me that. And that's a cold philosophy.
It is. I'm seeing her a lot.
Your mental health will be 100% transformed when you adopt that philosophy.
All right.
Clip that.
That's beautiful. Yeah. No, you're right. And that's why the little things I'm so used to doing for everybody else. And I, you know, when people do the smallest things for me, I'd be so grateful, like so grateful, because I'm not used to that. It could be, you can hand me $1, whatever. I don't care. You could, I don't know, buy me a T-shirt. I don't care. It means the world to me. Yeah.
Here's the antithesis to it, though, right? Look, y'all heard that word, antithesis.
Yeah, you and these words. Let me guess, it's a book. Let me think it's a book you're reading.
Here's the antithesis to that. While nobody owes you anything, you do as much as you can for others.
Yeah,
and I do.
And watch what God does. Watch what God made the universe respond.
Yeah, you can't bless.
When you do more for others, just keep doing for others, even though you don't see it. Man, that shit comes back.
Thank you. Can you tell my husband that he be like, you be nice to these folks
from everywhere.
And you might disagree with me. I don't know, but I'll even take it a step further, because a lot of people are like, oh, I give, I do. You're, if you're, I don't know, a millionaire and you're giving $1, that's nothing. Like for me, I like to give for it to hurt. So I really like when I feel it, like somebody will literally be like, Rob, I like those shoes, and I'm like, okay. Here you go. I've literally done that. Taking the shirt off my back, handed it to people. I've given Gucci all the names. I let people raid my closet. When I was making a lot of money, and a lot of my friends back at home didn't have it, I would make care boxes with stuff in it, so that when we all go out, we all looking like we got money versus just one. You know. And so that was something I've always had that mentality ever since I was a kid, to give till it hurts. And sometimes it bit me in the butt too.
Right.
But I'm blessed.
It's not your responsibility to judge how they treat your blessing. That's on them. They gotta account for that.
No, this is what I had in mind.
How they treat me.
But that's not that's not for you. That's not yours. That's on them. They have to account for it. Your job is to do what you're wired to do.
And I am.
And if you're wired to be a giver, your job is to give. That's it.
Yeah. That's true. I was gonna say something, but I ain't going down.
None of this stuff means nothing to me.
This is what I really had to understand. There's a lot of things. I think we had this discussion. You do for people, or you think it's people that's supposed to do it. Let's say if you have a sister, or if you have a dad, or if you have a whatever. Those are people. Like if I have a baby, I'm not gonna use that example. I'm gonna use certain things that people. If I have a husband, he should be the first person there to get my flat tire or take me to a hospital. But you can't get wrapped up on like who's doing it, and you have to focus on at least God provided somebody to do it. Okay, let me go back around, because sometimes I don't know, it's turned up. I know we do that meme. You know, sometimes we get like, no, it should be so and so. It should be your sister or your mama, but no, she sent the judge. You know what I mean? It still was done but what God, I gave it. But I'm the one who washed her kids. But I'm the one who gave her my last. I mean, I want one thing, but you still never had no need. So my husband, I was like, Jellica, you always doing for folks. You always nice, because you can't play Jellica. God, I love doing it because he always gives an abundance. You just got to do it no matter what the outcome is. So
I appreciate that.
You made me think about something, right?
See, I knew it was going to see, that's why I didn't want to say.
I do have this question, because this is a
We
question.
had this conversation.
We didn't have this one though. This is a question in Black culture. I know Kojak is the worst wingman in America. So
Yeah, don't even look at him. He over there asleep.
I be needing him, but he ain't gonna back me up on this.
Yeah.
You got a husband and a child.
Come on.
Who do you feed first?
Oh yeah.
I offer my husband to play first.
All right.
There you go. There you go.
Come on. Hey,
now it's my husband. Yeah, because I mean, if he don't go provide, we all gonna starve.
Okay.
So, but it's my husband's responsibility to say, no, y'all make sure y'all straight. Like he'll tell you, like we're waiting to eat for you when you come home. He'll be like, no, y'all can go ahead and start eating. We eat. We try to sit together.
Yeah, you get the blessing first.
Yeah, I go ahead and be like, and then because it's very simple. We get wrapped into because most men, if it's a good man, gonna be like, no, don't wait on me.
Right.
Now he said something different. Now that's a whole nother story. We ain't gonna make that left, but it's just
and I would
acknowledgement.
always say, feed my baby first.
Thank
you.
you.
Know,
So the right person.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. A man gonna say, "No, y'all straight. Go ahead, start." They ain't gonna make you wait on him.
Yeah.
If he do, it's something else going on.
Yeah. That was a whole side note, y'all. We're gonna talk about
feel-
lotto and shit, or are we?
No, we did. Yes,
okay,
did.
hey Rob, man, listen.
That was so good.
How can people follow you? You know, your following has jumped up a millionfold, right?
My goodness.
Man, and you know,
they know how to
you know, what
follow.
do you want them to know before we leave here?
I just want them to know that I'm a real person. I want them to know that I do read the comments, and I'm thankful.
Yeah,
I'm extremely thankful for the support, the love that they show me out in the streets as well.
We saw that, didn't we?
Yeah. And I mean, it's never ending, and I can't even have enough words to even say thank you. Like, I'm not on no Hollywood BS right now. I like really do mean it. And as far as the ones that keep trying to hate and write mean stuff, y'all got maybe one more week of that. And then I'm gonna come for y'all.
I'm gonna comment now. I'm gonna comment.
So y'all,
I'm gonna get a burner page.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get them.
Yeah. The ones that are really like not the ones checking me. I'm talking about the other ones. Y'all y'all got maybe one more week of that. But anyway, yes, I want to thank y'all. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and I will never ever. I will. This is a second home for me, and I just know that things. Anybody who's going through something out there is going to get better. This is not the end of the world. Whatever you're going through right now, a year from now, it's not even going to matter. God's going to come through. He's going to show through, and He's going to pull you out just when you least expect it. And I'm living proof of that. So don't lose hope.
Okay, I gotta do this one thing. I just text Rob phone, and we're gonna see if he leave me on red.
Leave her on red, Rob. Do it.
Was that text message there?
Leave her on red, Rob.
Okay, look, Rob.
Don't do it, Rob.
Okay,
And better yet, watch.
I thought you didn't get that message though. Okay, now go ahead, Parker.
Damn,
Do your
he
thing.
bowed to the press.
Go ahead, Parker.
We left her ass on red.
I can't believe
But
it.
I just really do want to thank y'all though. Like,
No, thank you. I love your stories.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Y'all give it up for Rob Sneed in the building.
Okay.
Man, look, hey, y'all make sure y'all support the brother, man. Make sure y'all follow him. Make sure y'all always on Fox 13 shit.
Watch my debut tomorrow at 9:00 at night.
9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll be anchoring 9 p.m. tomorrow night on the Sunday show, Fox 13.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all watch it. Right, and send some love, man.
Yes.
Man, we appreciate you, man.
Good
we love you,
love.
brother. We're thankful that you're here. And so, look, make sure y'all stay locked in. Make sure you follow each and every one of our platforms. And also, let me say this before we go. Those of you that watch, you know, we have more people that watch that are not subscribed than people that watch that are subscribed.
Yeah.
We want all of you that are watching that are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. This really helps our platform. Really helps us get the word out and educate and entertain at the same time.
Yeah.
And we love and appreciate each and every one of our supporters.
Yes.
So thank you on behalf of Angelica Jelly Woods.
I got one thing I want to shout out the Urban League Young Professionals. They'll be at the Hip Hop Lounge tonight. A lot of talent. Yes, they'll be there tonight.
And I want to shout out. I want to shout out to Jeremy Pierre as well, because he's the one that sent my work here, and that's how I ended up here. He's a classic.
He gonna laugh because I got the same name as his mama.
Hey. I don't know what that means, but you know,
somebody named Joe. Yeah. He knows that.
Shut up. He's been very instrumental in me adjusting here, and I
JP
thank
has
you.
been on the show too.
He's been on.
It's time for you to bring your ass back on the show. All right, y'all. Shout out to all our friends over there, Fox 13, Val, Ernie. Yep.
Look, he's a permanent audience.
Right.
Because man, we need to make a whole thing.
Shout out to the judge who's in the building. Shout out to State Representative Joe Towns in the building too. We'll see y'all next week. All right.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.